When little Mozart was just 2 years old, his family took him to a farm in Austria. The little boy was walking around the barnyard when he heard a pig squeal. "G sharp!" announced the 2-year-old. Someone ran over to a piano, and it was indeed G sharp that the pig had squealed. All around him were amazed and wondered what in the world this child would turn out to be. What will this child be? That was the reaction of the people to the birth of John the Baptist. That was the reaction to the birth of the child Jesus. The question in the hearts of Mary and Joseph, the shepherds, the Magi, and all who saw him. What will this child be? All recognized something special in this child, but perhaps none as clearly as the two holy people in the temple, Simeon and Anna. This child is destined for the fall and the rise of many. Truer words were never spoken. What will this child be? That is the burning question in the heart of every mother and father as they hold their newborn child for the first time. What will this child be? In a child is held a hidden future. When we see a newborn baby, we don't know who it is we are looking at. Perhaps that child will marry, perhaps not. Perhaps it will be happy, perhaps not. Perhaps it will live a long life, and perhaps only a few days. Perhaps this child will touch the lives of many, perhaps become a great and famous leader, or perhaps it will live its life in obscurity and peace. Who knows whom this child will love? Who knows what joys it will experience and what sorrows? Who knows what this child will be? All of this and so much more is hidden in the soul of that baby. So treat little children with respect, for you do not know who it is you are dealing with. But that is true of adults as well. When we meet someone on the street, we have no idea who it is we are looking at. We cannot know what sorrows that person has been through, what tears he has shed. We do not know what kind of family they were born into, what makes them happy, what makes them sad. Who are we to stand in judgment of anyone? The strangers we pass on the street may just be the most remarkable people in the world. Perhaps we will never know. Treat every person with respect, for you do not know who it is you are dealing with. Years ago, when I was young and foolish, now I'm at least no longer young, I loved to pick up hitchhikers. That was a different world back then. I found hitchhikers to be very interesting people because they all have a story. Anyone foolish enough to risk their life by getting into a stranger's car has to be adventurous. Many of them had fascinating tales to tell. We go through life, passing many people, and never really knowing who they are. We do not know others, and often we prevent others from knowing us by hiding ourselves behind masks of what we wish we were or what we would like them to think we are. What a delight it is to catch sometimes a tiny glimpse of what treasure lies in the soul of another. King Edward VIII of England, when still Prince of Wales, made a trip to the United States and visited a nightclub run by the famous entertainer Texas Guinan. Back in those days, The police raided those clubs from time to time, and they raided this one the night the prince was inside. What an international scene it would be if the Prince of Wales were to be arrested. But Texas Guinan had her wits about her. As soon as she saw the police, she pushed the prince into the kitchen, put a chef's hat on his head and a skillet in his hand, and said to him, "Just keep on cooking eggs until the raid is over." So the police never recognized him, and he escaped arrest and a lot of bad publicity. Most of us go through life that way. We are just cooking eggs until the raid is over. When we see someone with a chef's cap, we cannot know whether that cap isn't perhaps hiding the crown of a prince. We do not know what treasures lie in the souls of the individuals around us. There is a prince in each of us, no matter what hat we wear. When, as a new priest, I came to the pulpit and looked out at the terrifying menagerie of faces, some of them scared me to death. Then I met those people, and I was more scared than ever. But in time, I discovered that some of those people I had thought the most frightening and the most troublesome were the ones I came to love and respect the most. We don't know what treasures lie in the soul of the other until we take the time to discover. Look at the newborn child and see the fall and the rise of many. Look under the chef's hat and see the crown of the prince. Look at the man on the street, the woman on the bus, the child at play, and see not the stranger to fear, not the enemy to despise, but the fellow child of God, hungering for your love. A sign of contradiction, that the thoughts and treasures of the heart may be revealed.